Mikey, look. Looks like we found the diamond statue.
Let's see what's inside him.
Whoa.
I think it's roomy.
Huh?
Yep.
Here we are inside. Who knew it would be so beautiful?
Yeah.
Let's take a little look around.
Looks like there's a heart in here. Then we might be able to revive it.
Well, it's not without its challenges. They're even here.
Well, we're inside now.
Yes.
And I think we should start by looking around a little bit. It's still unclear what's inside this statue.
Whoa.
Maybe it's actually alive?
Apparently it is.
No way.
Look at that. It's got a heart. Except it's not working. So let's try to get it going. There should be items here that can help us.
Looks like we'll have to take the next aisle. Except it's not going to be very easy. That's because it's an obstacle course. So we're going to have to be quick and careful.
Whoa.
I think we can accomplish this task without any problems.
Yeah.
It's not such a difficult test after all, but I still don't want to fall in a spike because it's going to hurt
Ow.
so much.
But you did get hit by a laser. It's a good thing it wasn't very long. Now you just have to go around the lava and you can get your meds. I think it'll be easier if you bring it all in.
That's a cool idea, but it's really not hard for me to bring it all by myself. So you better stay here and wait for me, because I'll be there real soon. And then we can start treating the heart.
Yep.
I even wonder what happens when we start the heart. Although if it's not working, we need to treat the whole body, not just here. So we have a lot of work to do.
Yes.
But the results are definitely worth it.
I think a little more, and it should start working. I got it. I told you it was about to start. Great. One of the most important organs is working. So now we can do the rest of the body.
Except where do we go from here? I say we go to the intestines, because there could be a lot of problems there that can't be solved without our involvement.
Looks like we're getting closer and closer to the stomach, because I'm starting to smell something unpleasant.
Really?
It's a good thing we decided to come here after all. And by the way, it's weird that there's furniture eating here.
Look, there's some kind of bioweapon in here. I think we can use it to cure this place real quick.
Yes.
And we need to get these blocks out of the way. But that shouldn't be too hard to do with a pickaxe.
Boom, boom, boom.
Give me a couple minutes and I can clean this up.
Whoa.
And by the way, what if we encounter viruses in here? We're gonna have to fight them somehow. I'm hoping that what we found can help us.
Ah!
JJ, is that why you were talking about viruses? Come on,
Huh?
let's go. It's better if we try to beat them, though. I don't think they're very strong, so there's no danger to us.
We've sort of dealt with the first wave, so now we have to finish off the rest of them. And you're right, they're weak. So I can take them out pretty quick, just don't get too close to them so they don't hurt me.
Imagine how bad that pack was.
Whoa.
There's so many different viruses inside. Looks like we're gonna have more work than I thought. But we have plenty of time, so we'll get through it.
And it looks like I've dealt with all the viruses.
Yeah.
So now it's safe to go down to the stomach. There's so much excess fluid in there, it's gonna take us a long time to fix it.
Whoa! I didn't think it would be this bad.
Oh,
It's a good
man.
thing we at least have plenty of blocks we can use to clean up all this liquid.
Yes.
Just as long as it doesn't come back.
I think it's gonna be okay. The only reason it's so bad here is because no one has cleaned it up or tried to fix the stomach. And once it's clean, it'll start working properly.
Great! So the work will be done for a reason. And look, things are getting much better. The sponge absorbs moisture very well after all. I just need to collect it all up and put it away somewhere.
Trust me, it'll be a lot easier to do than anything we've done before.
No way!
So for now, you can just relax and clean up the liquid. Make sure there's nothing left.
I think we did very well.
Awesome!
There's just one problem. Stomach is healthy now, but there's no food in it at all. So we have to cook something for it to get it working properly.
Well, since there's a kitchen, I could really cook something.
Yeah.
I'll just have to see what the ingredients are. And I hope they didn't spoil while they were in here. Maybe make a cake?
Whoa!
Of course you make the cake. You always make them so big and delicious.
Yes.
I think this statue's belly will be very happy with this meal. And then the whole body will start to get back to normal.
Whoa.
You talk about my cake like it's magical. It's just an ordinary cake, but it's nice to be appreciated. And now that it's ready, we should put it in this stomach. And then we'll move on to fixing the statue.
I think the next thing we need to do is look in the chest. Because there could be a problem there too. My biggest fear is that the fallen apart.
Ah!
And then we'd have to replace them. And that's not easy.
Oh no!
Let's check his temperature first. And it's clear the statue can't give off life signs.
What?
That's why it has a temperature of 0. Well, we'll fix that real quick.
Oh?
To be honest, I don't know how it should be done, so I'll leave it up to you. But if there's anything wrong with the ribs, I can definitely help there. It's pretty easy to put up blocks after all.
Well, actually, it's not that simple, but I'll explain later. Right now, we need to get the temperature regulated, and I'm almost there, so the thermometer should be up to date very soon.
Really?
I didn't think you'd do it so fast. But don't you think it's a little hot in here?
Oh,
It looks like you've made a mistake. So you're gonna have to turn the temperature down a little bit.
Yes!
Otherwise, the statue might burn completely.
Everything will be fine, and no one will get burned. And that's because I know what to do. See, now the temperature will be perfect, so we can move on. And I think we should still get to the ribs.
I just need to figure out where they're located. Although if you visualize our body, it's not that complicated. And this is exactly where we need to be. I just hope we don't have to do too much in there.
Well, let's see. Something tells me it's gonna be a lot of work. That's because the bones have already turned to dust.
No way!
So we need to replace them all with new ones. It's a good thing there were materials.
Yeah.
I think we can make it quick here, because we just have to remove some blocks and put other blocks in their place. And since there's 2 of us, we'll work twice as fast.
Yes!
So let's go.
Just please do it carefully, because if you make the bone a little bit wrong, it can lead to very bad consequences. And I don't think any of us want that statue to never come back to life. If anything, I'm controlling you.
Look, I think we did a pretty good job. So now we can move on. And I think we should ride the elevator. That way we can get to the dental department and get it fixed.
All right, let's check the condition of his teeth. Although it's almost obvious that they're going to be very bad. So we'll need to do as much work as we did on the ribs.
No way! As we thought, the situation here is not good. So many bad teeth. So let's just make this a quickie and move on. I'm scared of how much more we have to do.
You're right. This is probably our longest body recovery surgery ever.
Really?
But it's okay. We can't just quit halfway through. So I say we do the best we can.
Sure, let's try. And you know, we're very fortunate that there are materials everywhere that we can use to repair the body. Because it would take too long to get out of it all the time and find all the blocks. I would just give up on that.
That's it. Now this mouth will definitely have the best smile ever. And we can move on. And I think we need to get into his brain.
Yeah.
It's one of the most important organs, too. And we need it to work well.
Well, then let's take the elevator over there. You can tell there's something wrong here. At least because the brain is missing blocks. And look, I think there's some kind of mechanism that's broken.
Whoa!
So we need to fix it to get the whole body back to normal.
I'm gonna try to get it all down, and we just need to extend the redstone chain that's in here. You can tell this statue's been standing still for a long time, because even this head's got cobwebs in it. I hope that doesn't get in the way.
We can only hope that all goes well.
Yes!
And you watch it carefully. If you get the circuit wrong, the whole brain might just burn out, and then we won't be able to rebuild.
After you said that, I even got a little scared.
Seriously?
But I understand how things work here, so there can be no mistake.
Yep.
Too bad I only get one shot at it. It makes me more nervous.
So, is it time to turn that brain on? I so hope everything's going to be okay. I just don't know how I'm gonna figure it out. It's supposed to be beeping, right? I don't know how that's even possible.
I think it worked exactly as it should. So now we just have to finish setting up the brain and move on. I don't know what else we can fix here, though. I think we've got it all worked out.
Well, if everything's ready, we can just get out of the statue, and then it can move around without our interference. That would be so cool.
I think this is the easiest part to get out of.
No way!
But don't forget the monsters, so you'll have to fight them along the way. Not the most pleasant way to get out, but what can you do?
And here the monsters began to attack. So show them what happens when you mess with JJ and Mikey.
Yes!
We could have handled more threats than this. So you're just small fish in the sea to us.
Well said, but it looks like we won. So now we can get out of this statue.
What a foul odor. And by the way, how soon is the statue supposed to start moving? Because it's acting really weird already. You don't think it's gonna start attacking us, do you? That wouldn't be very nice.
Oh, this is bad. This is bad.
Mikey, we gotta go now. Who'd have thought the statue would think we were enemies?
No.
We were the ones who could fix everything inside of it.
JJ, let's hide in this house.
Yes.
We're small, so there's a chance the statue won't find us. But what do we do next? We need to figure out how we can stop an enemy like this. Would swords help us?
I don't think ordinary swords can harm a diamond statue in any way, so we're gonna have to go back inside again. And the fastest way to do that is to break that statue's brain.
No
Except
way!
we don't have any more pearls left.
Then what do? We're not gonna hide in this house forever. I wanna go outside.
We can get out of the house, of course, but there's a problem there now.
What?
And that's the dog. So we need to do something to distract it. And I think I know how to do that. Cooking time.
I knew you'd suggest food, because both humans and animals like your food, except you can't make a cake anymore, because dogs don't like that. Maybe you could grill a steak.
That's right. I want to make the most delicious steak in the history of this dog. So we'll have plenty of time to run out of the house. The key is to do it fast so we don't get chased.
I'd hate to be chased by a big, mean dog, because I don't think we're gonna have a chance to get away from it.
Yes.
So you throw around as many steaks as you can, so we have extra time to get out of the house.
So far, everything's on track.
Now you just have to run, throw steaks, and have time to hide.
Whoa.
And once the dog starts eating them, we'll run as fast as we know how. I wish we could do it. I don't want to waste any more time.
So the dog woke up to the smell of delicious food. So be ready. I think we're good to go. It couldn't eat a whole steak that fast anyway. Now we're going to run to the witch.
What?
But why would we go to her? I thought we'd figure it out on our own. Or do you want her to help you shrink again?
Unfortunately, only a witch can help us. Hopefully she'll agree to make a potion for me quickly. After all, we haven't done anything bad to her, so she shouldn't attack me.
Well, hello, JJ and Mikey. I already know what you want from me. You want to make a potion that can destroy anything, right? Bring me the ingredients and I'll help you.
Whoa, awesome!
All right, I think we have a deal. So we're off to pick all the flowers we need. And by the way, there's quite a lot of them. I hope they don't all grow too far from here.
I don't think a witch would give us an assignment that takes too long to complete. After all, she realizes we need to get this potion as soon as possible. And do you think she'll even be able to do it?
Yes!
When it comes to potions, witches are at the top of the list when it comes to creating them. My skills are nowhere near what they can do, so we can safely trust in her skills.
All right, well, if you trust her, so do I. And by the way, all the plants we need to grow are close to her house. So that's a good thing. We're not gonna spend that much time.
Woohoo!
Oh, and you didn't want to go to her. The most important thing is that the statue doesn't track us down, because I don't think we can handle it yet. We need to get the potion, and then we can start hunting.
By the way, how's it going in there?
Awesome!
I understand you're finishing up your plant collection. That's very good. We should be able to get back to the witch soon enough. And then we'll just have to wait a little while for the potion.
Yes!
But I think she'll make it quick. Well, that's it. We're all packed. So you can start making your potion. We just need to make it as quickly as possible. Because our target could find us at any minute. And it's not gonna end well.
Okay, I hear you. Just give me a couple minutes and you'll be all set. It's a simple potion, so it's pretty quick to make.
It's not that simple. It took me a long time to make it.
Whoa!
Still, we made the right decision when we decided to come to you.
Yes!
Thank you so much for making the potion.
You're welcome. You basically made it yourself, and I just combined the ingredients. Now go and defeat your opponent.
All right, we're here. So now it's time to use the potion. And I hope it works just the way it's supposed to. Although the witch couldn't have been more wrong. What's with the sheep?
This potion doesn't seem to be compatible with animals at all. It's a good thing you didn't have the same thing happen to you.
Whoa!
Now go inside the statue and destroy everything in it.
Well, that's it. That's the end of that statue for sure. Now that we fixed it, we should destroy it. And I have to admit, the second act is a lot more fun.
Yeah.
So let's go, Mikey. Let's not leave anything behind.
How much fun it is to break things, especially after putting so much effort into fixing it. It's a shame it thought we were the enemy. We worked so hard. That's okay. Now the statue won't be able to function properly.
It would be better if we never found this statue at all. But now it will all be over. We'll have to find a way out of here later, but I don't think that's going to be much of a problem for us.
Yes! Look how spacious it is now. We can make a little bunker.